Hey everybody. Sorry about that. We should be good. We should be live again. So welcome back to part three, the final part of our Once Upon a Game this evening. Cool. So we just had a really good scene of us making out. Finally had hot guys making out.
Yes. But it was a king card, so it can serve to de-escalate the thing.
Mm-hmm.
The only way I could really see how it would de-escalate the situation with Maria is if she saw us. Uh, and then maybe she'd be like, "Oh,
Wait,
they love each other." But I'm gonna leave that up to you.
no,
I,
what I'm
I am
thinking
gonna say
about.
that like she totally like sees us. Like she comes around the corner of the church with like a basket full of like groceries.
I'm thinking about it as more of like a she sees how it actually is sort of thing than
Yeah.
just oh, you're treating this guy all different,
Mm-hmm.
and that hurts me, sort of thing.
So I have to discard
Ooh.
and make a scene from it. Um, I think when Maria comes back with the groceries, more importantly, um, you hear the distant rumble of of a motorcade.
Of a what?
A motorcade, so like a convoy,
Oh, okay.
like a bunch of cars coming like into town from the other direction. You hear them like honking their horn and stuff like that. It sounds like giant diesel trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Like not good. Like the war might be coming to this town.
Ooh, all right.
That's my vignette. As I pass.
Okay, cool. I can still contend with all these 11s.
Oh, another heart.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna ask Honore what he thinks that's all about. Like, I'm gonna ask him if he that's something we need to be worried about right now, as
Uh,
we're just like coming off of like intense makeout sesh.
yeah.
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 Is that a thing? Or maybe we're interrupted by it.
Yeah. I think maybe like the sound like in our moment of passion, the first thing we notice coming out of it is a sound. Uh
Uh,
and I think Honore is like yes, totally we should be worried about it and is like, you know, maybe scrambles to get out to go find Olivier and Maria.
I'm gonna scoot over to the driver's side.
Uh, So like, do you know how to drive? I can only ride.
I'm probably gonna say something like probably easier than writing or something like that. And then I'm going to like very directly usher you to go get Maria and Olivier and come back with them into the car.
All right.
Okay. Um. Yeah. I mean, I think they're probably close by.
Yeah.
They were returning, right?
Also, that's totally my card.
Yeah. But I can decisively and successfully go out to look for them, find them, and we drive off like right as like a the military trucks are coming in. Like most of the villagers are like just
They're Republic. They're Republics, not fascists.
sure.
Do we
But they're
skid
coming
off?
in, but most of the
pick up a bunch of
villagers
dust?
are just like standing in the streets, like seeing what's going on, and we're driving the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
I think is the closing panel for the scene.
Yeah, I would have to pass. I have to pass again.
Because I will have to pass too.
I can't top that.
All right, so we'll close the scene there as we drive away back to
Narrowly avoiding any
our
sort of
villa. Yeah.
war complications.
Yep.
Is our threat still 4?
Yeah, we didn't lower it. Like we had 2 chances. It was like crap. Should have had Maria.
My big threat
Oh.
was going to be these guys, and then I got literally no cards. So, oops, I want to take the aces. Shuffle. Deal everyone 5 cards. Ugh. What's the probability that you get dealt 3 hands and not a single one of them is face cards? I mean, I don't want to spoil what my hand is, but
I don't know what's so bad.
Basically,
about
I shouldn't be playing
cards.
poker. Is what this is telling me. Oops.
I mean, Eric, I don't know what your definition of shit is in regards to a hand, but this ain't it. This is my worst card.
All right.
Okay. So where are we gonna start off the scene at?
That's the motorcade.
Yeah. At this house, we also have a train that goes by here, which is also pretty fitting for Spain. I also appreciate that my random outdoor noises are trains instead of ambulances.
That was a full-fledged fire truck.
Yeah,
Like, full fire truck.
yeah.
Awesome. So,
I think we're
Gonzalo.
in the car still. Like, yeah,
So we're still in the car on our way back.
yeah, sure.
Sure, that's where we start.
Okay, so as for Gonsalvo, he's getting pretty worried because I think he's in this culture long enough. Yeah, I think he knows what's going on. And given that that's the reason he's an orphan, that's a really bad thing, and he knows it. That's my card.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, the game says to go to your left, but I think going to the right's the same. Like, since anybody could be any role,
Yeah,
it's not particularly any different, right?
I
Yeah.
think it's fine.
Okay.
And like maybe like if you pass more liberally, you can like fish for better cards. If you really don't know, or if you just want better cards.
Yeah.
But I think Honore is like telling Maria and Olivier of like, all right, we need to get that and that and that and then bring it to the cellar. And like he says the cellar, but you guys know like there's gonna be a secret room where they can hide out there. Because like you guys work there, like you guys know all about the villa and all its secrets.
Mhm.
But probably Gonzalo has no idea about it yet.
Oh, absolutely not. So this is like our safe house?
Cellar, good hiding place.
Yeah, it's their hiding place.
Yeah.
Okay.
For whatever reasons you have. Like sometimes you just need like what do they call it? Panic room, right?
Yeah, panic room's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking of. Yeah.
Well,
So, I mean,
I
no,
think
nobles
they're
would absolutely have
heading
something
out,
like that,
and
right?
then, like
This is
Honore
a
is
noble
like
estate. Yeah.
ordering everyone around of like, all right, we need to grab this, and then like maybe sees Gonzalo just stand there like kind of confused and like he just doesn't know what to do, so he just takes Gonzalo and like looks him deep into your eyes and just like take only what you need and then come to the cellar. And then Honore like rushes off to go grab what he needs.
I think I had a Bible in my stuff upstairs.
Nice.
Gonna go grab that. So I rush upstairs.
Sure, but that's like kind of the
Yeah, exactly.
the scene for me.
I got my scene. I think Maria has to rush upstairs for her own reasons, if that works.
Sure.
Following Gonsalvo, the pitchfork avoidance room, correct? Thanks, Spike Mall. So I think we see Maria actually confront Gonsalvo. I think Maria accuses Gonsalvo of being like, "You did this. You brought them here." And that's my scene.
Sure.
Damn.
Like while she's like finding stuff, right? She's still making sure she takes her time to rub it in, blame it on you.
Mhm. Now is not the time for all these lovely jacks that I have in my hand.
Yeah, I think it just ends with the pain that says your bad luck, you know that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So Gonsalvo's really
And not everyone you kill will charge it.
really hurt versus doesn't know what to do about that, and I think he's
And I think I'm just gonna go to bed.
going to come back out and meet her again. And he's going to have the Bible in his hand, but not really lift it up to make a statement. He's just going to say, what little faith you have that the fascists seem like the devils of hell to you.
What makes you think? You said what makes me think that?
I don't think I said that.
What'd you say?
I forget what I said. I said what little faith do you have?
Oh, what little faith do I have? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be like, why are humans who serve the devil so scary to you?
I mean, I can't respond until it's my turn,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly. Tense silence.
Yeah,
Not
sorry.
repeat my religious machinations.
God. All right. No, let's take it back. Oh, there we go. I have to click it. Boom.
Yes.
Yes. All right. I think we move forward a bit where they're hiding in the cellar.
Yeah.
And
Maybe Maria and Oliver don't hide in the cellar? Maybe they're supposed to like be around, and it's like really you guys, and they're supposed to say that they're out of town or something.
oh, sure. It's
I'm,
actually
I'm sorry.
It seems like a
I'm
solid
reading your
tactic.
face and like immediately think you're trying to think of a way of how you get alone.
yeah,
So-
no, 100%.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah, the help. Yeah, like I think that's pretty normal. But like I don't think anybody like cares about the help in a way, right? Like they're thrown away anyways.
Sure. So like they just hole up the two of them in the cellar, and like they have like a little light by like a bunch of candles and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And they're like often it's like really uncomfortable like listening. Like can they hear trucks coming?
That's a really shitty experience.
Yeah, it's a real shitty experience. And Honore takes Gonsalvo's hand and like kind of hides. Like he's scared, so he like hides his face like in Gonsalvo's neck.
Mhm.
And maybe he's trembling, and like he's like super scared, but he's being super emotionally vulnerable with you.
Mhm.
And pushes himself close while this is going on. But I think that's a scene.
Yeah.
So here's the vignette. The vignette would be, since I have to discard a card because my hand's horrible. Deal myself a new card. I think we hear the sounds of of commotion. Like we hear the trucks pull up, like outside, like the diesel's idling, and you hear like people boots on the gravel.
All right.
Like it. That's your card. That's your card.
Well, until you guys get rid of this threat, like I don't know.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
We're gonna get all intimate up in here.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think we just get the shortest flash from the boots to a scene in the cellar, and we're just going to. Gonsalvo's going to reach his arm around Honore, and he's going to reassure him, saying, just as you were my strength in the beginning, I will be your strength now. And God will protect both of us. That's my card.
All right. So I have one more, and I don't know, like is there like outro thing
It's
Like-
technically when the threat's resolved, but like
when the threat's resolved? But we're like terrible at resolving the threat.
I know.
But I do have an idea.
Sure.
So if you guys are okay with it, I think like it's kind of the closing scene.
I'm open.
When there's and like pitch in if you want. Right?
I still got more cards to play.
Oh yeah.
I can play out my whole hand.
Nice. Jesus. All right. Well, then let's keep playing.
Yeah.
So we see like the boots like in like comic book fashion, right? We see the boots and they're like coming down the cellar stairs, and then maybe Olivier and Maria are like behind them, and it's like, no, there's no way they'd be in the cellar. Like, who does that? Hide out in the cellar. Honore is like a nice guy or something like that. But they do find like the secret hideout. But they open it and there's just like lit candles and there's like nothing there. Like maybe their stuff is still there, kind of, but they're not. And then we see like the stables, and Honore is like saddling old Manuel and his own horse that we forgot the name, and is like they're gonna make a break for it into the mountains.
Oh.
And that's mine. If you want to tag onto it, since you still have cards, let's do this.
Well, Eric, don't you?
It's my turn.
Oh yeah.
I do have a card.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I do have a card to play. I think it's something like I think it's just a scene of like it's from the perspective of you guys in the cellar. But it's about Maria, and you guys just hear her talking to the people, being like, they're not here. They left. Like the money is in a bank. They can get you the money. But they're not here, right?
Yeah.
So they clearly just want your money.
Sure.
And ransoming and hostages are a pretty good way to get money. So
yeah. So I think they don't buy they rode it out into the mountains gambit, at least not right away. So they're going to go down into the cellar.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, like they uncovered that we had like a secret, and they were looking in there, but we were like, there was a double secret where we had like a secret passage out of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So they go down into the cellar.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we hear their footsteps outside. And then we hear the screech of like, how are we hidden exactly? Like we have like another wooden door that leads to like another part of the cellar or something.
There was a
like
secret cellar in the secret cellar.
Yeah,
oh, okay, sure.
There's just some panel that we can move and like scoot on over to the.
Yeah.
Nobody would check a secret thing for another secret thing, because they would think the secret thing was the secret thing, right?
So I think we hear the thing that was covering it being kicked off, and then we hear the horrifying screech of the door opening, and we see instant light filling this place up, so much brighter than the candles and the lantern that we had, and we just get stormed. And I think in a moment where Honore is prone and can't defend himself right away, Gonsalvo's going to step up and on his own start fighting back against the fascists and open up a little bit of time so that Honore can stand up and probably like bolster a weapon or something like that.
Oh wow, we're going into fighting?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. That's how we're
I mean,
ending
since he's a noble, he probably has like a pistol or something like that.
Does he?
Yeah, that's a
Paul?
question.
I mean,
Did he bring it down? Yeah.
all right. So I have to discard.
Are you? I mean, can I?
So
I would.
so
I wish. Okay.
so Honore falls and it dislodges the pistol and it like slides over the floor. Maybe like right towards Gonsalvo.
Yeah.
Gonsalvo fires a salvo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But I had to discard, so it's coloring the scene.
Yeah, exactly. Eric, you got to do the same thing.
I got it. Also, what?
I think you also need to do the vignette or color the scene.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I think, is this gonna be the last scene? Is this the last thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because I have a good card to finish it off.
Okay, so you're gonna do the last round. You're gonna. So I'm not gonna say the last thing then. Okay, that changes things then. I think you just hear hollering around the estate of people being like, "Where are they? Like they have to be near, right? Find them."
Mm-hmm.
Like you just hear people saying, "Find them, find them."
Yeah.
And you see guards like running or soldiers running around.
Mm-hmm. And I think
This could be a movie.
yeah, I think so too. I think Gonsalvo is he doesn't like stop the pistol with like his foot or anything. He just like waits for it to stop sliding and then reaches down and picks it up and he's just going to, I think, wave it around and then realize he's outnumbered. And then I think he's going to drop the pistol.
So we don't get away.
And I think I think Gonsalvo offers himself up to, like, he's going to make some broad statement that could cover the situation because he's not really sure what the situation is. So he's just going to say, like, I have it all.
Republican people have come to the estate looking for honoraire to either parade out for crimes for aiding and abetting fascism or basically bribing them, right?
Yeah.
For whatever reason, like there was no winner in the Spanish Civil War. No, each side was awful.
Yeah.
They don't really need a reason to go harass some rich dude.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's going to be like, I have everything that he has, pointing at Honore. And he's going to point at himself, being like, take me. And then he's going to offer himself up to them. And I think they take him and Honore into, like,
custody.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Or just like someplace else to harass both of them or something like that.
So we end darkly.
Yeah. They both get seized, and I think our emotional moment is when we're separated from each other. and I think they both share a look that they've both left a part of each other with the other person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very dramatic scene, right? When you guys getting
Yeah.
thrown away. Yeah.
And there's like a flashback to Consalvo talking about how all of this couldn't come without a price. There has to be penance for
Yeah.
all of this and stuff like that. And I think that's how it ends.
I'm cool with that ending. I enjoy that a lot. That's
God damn.
That's deep.
I was hoping for a happy ending, man.
I know, me too. I was hoping for
gonna
this to
ride
end
off
in a
into
nice way. Yeah,
tyranny.
But
I was gonna make a scene
My
about the
lover.
stable doors being open, and then like,
yeah,
but nope. All right.
I figured I had to twist it because
Yeah.
my last card wasn't a heart, so I couldn't act decisively at the end and be successful.
Yeah.
It's good.
Honestly,
I wasn't sure that like there were still so many cards to play by everyone. I thought we'd just gonna be like, all right, we like barely escape with the secret and the secret, and then we hop on
Yeah.
our horses and ride off, and we kind of narrate it together. But
I had
Mhm.
garbage cards for like the past 3 rounds. Like
Yeah, my cards were
garbage.
pretty good.
No, you had really good cards.
Uh-huh.
I had no face cards.
Yeah.
0 face
Yeah.
cards. The recording will show my
All
hands.
of your luck.
Yeah, I'm not
drank
all
it.
by luck. So,
I drank your milkshake, Eric.
Oh, you drank my milkshake. So, that was Hot Guys Making Out. What do we think? I love that game. This was
Yeah.
for me. This was a lot of fun. Like this was a lot of fun for me. These are the types of games that I like to play the most.
Mhm.
You know, like D&D is a campaign or something like this, but I mentioned this. It felt like we just played a movie.
yeah.
We played some sort of like I thought we were going with like the anime comic drama, but we went to like straight up sad town. Like we went to like Oscar winning the movie, right? Like we went the other way, which I'm totally fine with. Like I loved it. What were your guys' thoughts? I want to know what you thought about the game. Its mechanics, if they helped or hampered what you wanted to do in the game. What you thought of our style of play, what we would do differently, maybe if you played it again. Just
I think I'd like
normal
it
banter.
more clear that that with the thing that's shifting is like control over this panel or this part of the book, not just like you're on the spot and you're responsible for all of this. Because I never in role-playing games like you're responsible for all of this sort of stuff.
GM-less games. Like, you're
There's a
responsible.
reason I made one of them.
Yeah, they're a different animal. You know, I'd love to talk about them someday. How because they're more like GM full games than GM-less.
Yeah.
And what that means. Like this is a great game for me personally. Like I wouldn't recommend this game. Maybe I would. I'm thinking of this in the lens of a new player. But you know what? Forget it. I'll save that thought. Leafington, what do you want to say, man?
So I think we all struggled with diffusing the threat, right?
Yeah.
Because the way you diffuse threat is with your moments of passion, which is really hard because our threat was like someone being jealous of our moments of passion. Like I don't know, or if you just say like, all right, no, whatever, the threat is lowered because we made out.
Yeah, like did we do it? Yeah, like did we do it wrong?
Because of reasons, did we do it wrong? Should we have just been I'm just
I
not
don't know.
sure. Other than that, like I really like the game, and even though, like I know we were, like it's supposed to be like super short, right? Like an hour.
Yeah.
You said to me.
Well,
We played like long, but it didn't feel like we were like stretching it particularly long. Like at all.
well, from what I understand, I think the the concept of playing a card and what you say is supposed to be more limited than what we were doing.
Yeah,
Maybe.
absolutely.
I think
so.
like it's supposed to be far shorter. It's supposed to be just like a pane of a comic on a single page.
We went like we normally are, wordy
Yeah.
and verbose.
I don't care. I like that. I like doing that,
Yeah, me
and
too.
it worked well for me too. It's hard to. I mean,
I
I don't know how I could do the other way. It would be so jarring.
think-
Dialogue would be so jarring. Like
Yeah.
you would have to. You would
I
have
picked
to
Honore
wait.
to kind of challenge myself because
Yeah.
he's like super decisive, right? Like it says,
Yeah.
you know, just take decisive action. Whatever you want to try, it's gonna work. Like that's flat out the rules. Whatever you want to do, it works,
Yep.
which is crazy. And like it was a challenge for me because I'm not like that
Yeah.
in life.
Well,
But I think it worked out.
I thought you played like superbly. I thought you did
know,
a very
I thought
good
so.
job, Paul.
Yeah.
Leafington, thank you, man.
Yeah.
No, you did. You played outside your comfort zone, and you played very well, man. Like,
But
it's-
I just
awesome.
love this game. I was really hyped for it, and it like 100% lived up to that hype and surpassed
Yeah.
it by another 100.
I gotta say, Paul, like, we have some good games on, like you and me, and like we have a pretty good rapport. All the games that we've been together have been pretty excellent.
Maybe one time we can make out in game.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll make out in game. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna I colored some stock art from the game.
Oh yeah.
Was it in chat? Not big. I
awesome.
was like if I look like super concentrated on stuff sometimes that's because I was doing that.
Cool.
You know, while thinking of stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's coloring and it's all soothing and stuff.
Yeah. No, I mean I don't mind if you're doing other things when you're playing as long as you're listening, because like the number one like hardest part of story games is like not listening. like the easiest way or to put it in better words, the best thing you can do in story games is to listen. Just listen to what other people say, and I mean if you can do something else while listening, that's fine. So what did we all, I mean, would we play this game again?
Oh, 100%.
I am
Yeah,
And I it'd be like really
in the
interesting
schedule.
in the
Yeah.
schedule.
to see this game also in other settings, right? Because like the box thing is to be like, you know, hot guys during the Spanish War, but like you could hack it into anywhere
Hot
as long
Jedi,
as
hot
there's a threat
Jedi's making
and,
out.
and two hot guys, right? Like
Yeah.
that's all you need. And then
That's what I
like
would
these
do.
side characters, and even like a Maria, like you don't have to have like a dedicated support character. I think it's nice to have a dedicated support character so everyone has like one role. But
Yeah.
yeah. It'd be interesting also to see how it plays with 2 players only.
This game might be better with 2 players, but because like the 3rd and 4th player are definitely support roles. It was very hard for me to support though because of my shit luck of cards.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and like you had to be like a support role, but you were also like the bad guy.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
in a.
And you
You're
were
an
like
attack.
really
Yeah.
pushing red always.
well, I was always introducing threat because I got so many aces. Like damn.
Yeah.
And and like I felt like I had to. Maybe I didn't have to. I think we did the game. I think we ended up playing the game wrong, but still had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Because I think that's we didn't do something regarding diffusing the threat properly.
Failing gracefully and all that stuff.
Yeah, like we had a really good time though. So
Yeah, I definitely did.
yeah, so this was Once Upon a Game, season 2, episode 16. Adam, who are you again for everyone? If anyone was wondering who that dapper Gonzalo was, how can they find you on the internet?
I'm Adam. In several places across the internet, my name is Dark Lavender Void. And I'm glad I picked that screen name for myself not a million years ago, because I am enjoying this name a lot. I have a Twitter, twitter.com/darklavendervoid. I have a Patreon, Patreon.com.
There is no E. There's no E in the Dark Lavender Void, right? For Twitter.
For Twitter.
Yeah, for
For
Twitter.
Patreon,
okay.
there's still the E.
Yes. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, that's good for me.
Yep. Paul?
I am Paul. You can find me on the internets at Leafington, as is written on your screen, where I can be seen making silly jokes and silly drawings and shamelessly plugging Eric's show in Adam's chat.
Yeah, thanks, man. Much appreciated. So, that's what I want to do. Just I want to convert as many people as I can to story games. They're a lot of fun. They're a completely change of pace to your regular dungeon crawl randomness or spacefaring campaign. They play like you're doing a movie. So, thank you to everyone for all you do. Thank you to my viewers today. Tice, AP Gaming, Spike Mall, Pudding. I've what's his name? The guy who left earlier.
The guy who left.
Mr. Worse. He had to leave earlier. I couldn't remember his name. He's a newcomer. I was thinking of him in spirit. Mr. Worse, thank you so much. And everybody else, thank you so much for tuning in and listening to us playing Hot Guys Making Out. Hot Guys Making Out is available from Ben Lehman on his site. I think it's like $5 for the PDF. That's less than a beer. And you too can start making out with hot guys. So it's amazing. Pudding Cat, I love you. Zero Comma, love you too. Guys, like, these games are so much fun. We never played. None of us have played this game before till tonight. Like, we're not anything special. We just looked at this book and guessed at the rules, and we're like, okay, I guess this is what they want us to do. There's no actual play of this. As far as I know, this is the first actual play of this game on the internet. We just did it. That's the joy. That's like the joy of these types of games, is that you can definitely do this on your own. Convince. I was about to say play this game with your parents, but that might be a little weird. But like, yeah, there are games there that you can. We played so many games on this show now that, like, you're bound to find one game that your friends would be like, oh yeah, I'll try that. You know, you convince them one day that you're doing something, and then be like, surprise, we're actually playing this story game. So yeah. Yeah, kiss some guys straight on the lips is how we're ending it. So take care, everybody. Good night. Thank you, chat. Thank you, my friends and players. We'll be back tomorrow with probably more Darkest Dungeon, and then Hot Guys Making Out for Wednesday. So thank you so much, everybody. Good night.